Hey guys, let's talk about drop spins for a second. So we want to make sure when we do drop spins, first of all, we're going to start from the side, okay? We're not going to start in right shoulder. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I do not. But I find it a little bit easier and more effective to start here with beginners. So we're going to start here. Our thumb is up and it's on the tab, okay? And we're going to take our hand here, okay, and we're going to turn it. And we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, and. That's as far as we're going to go, okay? And I'm doing it on my right now, so I'm going to switch to my left so that way I'm mirroring you. Okay, so we're going to go 5, 6, 7, 8, and. All right? And we want to make sure that the and is here. If we hit and together at this angle, then our drop spin is going to land here together. All right? So, again, 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Now, this time, if I were you, I'd pause the video and I would practice that several times together and make sure everyone is hitting that angle together. Now, this time I want you to go 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay? Again. And that time I made it a little bit choppy. I went 8 and 1. I want you to actually smooth it out, but we're going to make sure that on and we pass through this checkpoint that's here. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. And that flag actually lands right into my hand here. So you can see I went 8 and 1, and my thumb is down. Notice my thumbs are matching. Okay, and I am a little bit in the silk here. And then when I release, I'm going to take my left hand, or actually it's going to be my right hand. I'm mirroring you. And then bring it below on the tab. Notice thumbs are still matching. And thumbs are facing towards the flag. So those are little tricks to make sure that we're doing it correctly if we're practicing at home. Okay. So if we do that, and we go to 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Okay, right now, pause the video. Try just doing 2 drop spins together as a group in a block and see if we can get that together. When you're finished doing that, we'll move on and we'll do 8 counts together. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we want to make sure that when we're spinning that our elbows aren't up here, because with beginners that tends to be something that we try to do. We don't want to flap our arms. That's working way too hard. The movement is in the wrists, it's not in the elbows, and you want to keep it nice and low. And it sounds a little crude, but you want to feel like you're spinning at your crotch. You're not actually spinning at your crotch. If I was spinning at my crotch, I would be hitting the ground with my pole. But it feels like my hands are really low, okay? So we want to spin nice and low, okay? Very good. Now, why don't you pause it, try doing 8 consecutively as a group and get it nice and clean. Then try moving on to 16. And then the goal is, I would say in probably the next 2 weeks, everyone should be able to do at least 100 on the right, okay? Another issue that you're going to have is some of us will roll our silk up as we're spinning, okay? And so I'm doing that right now. Basically what is happening when you roll up your silk is you're not grabbing the pole in the same place every time. And so as you're spinning, your pole is actually moving around in your hands. Okay, so it's like moving like this or like this. But if we grab our pole in the same spot every time, and some of my kids say that it's a little bit easier if they think about squeezing the pole, that helps them grab the pole in the same place every time. It will not roll up on you. And it is a goal for you to be able to do 100 drop spins, right and left, without your flag rolling up on you. Okay, so now let's move on to the left. So here we are. Same thing as before. We're just going to go to 8 and. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and. Good. Now, we're going to pause it. We're going to practice that a few times and make sure that we get to here together. All right? One last time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and this time we're going to go to 1. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Oop, I didn't quite get there. See, that wasn't clean. I'm going to try it again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. All right, so pause it and try that a few times. When you're done doing that, let's go ahead and go 1, 2. It's the same thing that you did on the right, but on the left. And my kids hate it when I say that, but that is the honest to goodness truth. And some of you will find that you actually do better on the left, and it's because you're relying more on your technique and less on muscle memory. Okay, so here we go. Just to 2. 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2. Notice, top hand is in the silk, bottom hand is on the tab, and my thumbs are matching and they're facing the flag. Okay, this time let's do 8 together. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so get busy on those. The goal is to be able to do 100 right and left in the next 2 weeks. So you need to go home and work on this, and you also need to work on your carb exercise. I will have more fundamental videos for you soon.